Hello, everyone. This is Gus from Askewed Reviews, and I'm doing a new episode of Creature Madness. Now, as you might not know what that is, let me explain. Creature Madness was the crazy creation of my friend Matthew over at Horror Madness, and he decided to create a movie club where he invited a few of his friends to come over, and then we all watch one creature feature together, and then each of us does our own review on that film. And aside from myself and Matthew, the other members of this club are Ryan, Jen, Ashley, Amariah, and Bambi. And speaking of Bambi, it was actually her turn this time to choose what creature feature we watched. And she chose the 2005 film Feast, directed by John Gulagar. Feast, by the way, is, in my opinion, a prime example of a creature feature film. So let me tell you about the story for this one. We have a bar in pretty much the middle of nowhere, Nevada, that houses a bunch of interesting characters, each one of them getting an interesting tag name and a little bit of a description about them. So at first, it's a regular night at this bar. People are drinking, having a good time, playing some bar games. But out of nowhere, these two people known as Hero and Heroine come busting into the bar because they are being chased by some sort of weird, monstrous creatures. So once it is quickly revealed that they are not lying about these creatures, everyone inside has to board up the place and try to keep them out while keeping themselves safe until hopefully morning or till someone can come and save them. Unfortunately for everyone inside, though, these monsters are bloodthirsty, ravenous, and have a penchant for multiplying. This movie is filled with so much blood, gore, and shock value, it's absolutely wonderful. This movie, in my opinion, has a somewhat similar feel to Maximum Overdrive. More in the sense of, people are trapped within a building and the creatures or the antagonists are on the outside, but instead of it being trucks that are trying to enslave you, it's monsters that are trying to eat or hump you. The way this movie even came about was due to something called Project Greenlight, which was created by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, which was their attempt of trying to get low budget features to really get a bigger, broader audience. And Feast was part of their season 3. There are actually 3 films in this series, and in my opinion, each one gets weirder, crazier, and unfortunately worse. So for me on my scale, I'm giving Feast a 3 out of 5, and you can currently stream it for free on Tubi, Plex, Fandango, and Prime. Additionally, if you're like, hey, Gus talking about the movie Feast seems familiar, that's because I actually did trivia reviews for all 3 of the films in the series. If you'd like to find out a whole bunch of trivia about these movies, feel free to look up those videos as well. So now it's the time in my Creature Madness videos where I go over a bit more description about the creatures in the film. Now these monsters don't actually have a technical name, however the fandom has deemed them the name Feasters. So they never really go into a full explanation on whether or not these creatures are naturally earthborn or if they're aliens or demons, but I think we can all agree these things look awesome. These horrifying looking monsters are carnivorous, and it is believed that they survive off of blood and water. Now, additionally, the biggest thing to know about these creatures is that they mate with anything and can mate with any species. They also have rapid reproduction, meaning that their spawn is born pretty much within minutes or hours. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Creature Madness, and if you'd like to see what everyone else in the group did for their review, just look up the hashtag Creature Madness.